Well, all right, Bob's back, Biker News Canada, back with another edition of my Thursday night live interviews. This is becoming a tradition, and I couldn't be happier that this is actually working out, and I'm getting people that are willing to come on and give me an interview and all this stuff. Now, sometimes, we don't have a million people watching yet, but we're gonna. So, all you guys that have done me the favor and came on at the beginning, I'll make sure that we cycle back around and we'll get you when our numbers get up. But hey, it's not always about numbers. Sometimes it's about meeting good people and making another connection out there in the biker world. And don't forget, the main thing about this channel is to put us bikers in a different light. I come from 1% background, long since retired, 20 years plus retired, but people still look at us guys on a Harley, especially people wearing a patch or any sort of patch looking looks like a pair of colors. We get looked at in a different light. And I'm trying to switch that around, show the world that bikers do more good than ever would it be known. And today we're going to be talking to Dan. Dan is involved in a great ride up through the Bruce Peninsula here in Ontario. We've got the Dragon's Tail. The Dragon's Tail is down in the States. Up here at the Bruce, we call it the Lion's Tail. So we're going to talk to Dan right here and now. So get up and help me welcome Dan. All right. Oh, there you are. Right on, brother.
Still here.
I thought I flushed you by. I'm like, no, I hit the wrong button. Morning, Dan. How are you, bro?
Great. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate you making the effort. And, and this, from everything I've seen so far, this is a pretty sweet setup you got going, man. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has said that.
No, it's going good, and I appreciate you saying that, man, because I think if I keep at it, tenacity is the thing, right? Keep going. And in the summer, if there's a bike night on a Wednesday night, I'll come on and do a show on Tuesday and say, okay, so tomorrow night, if you live in Kitchener, you go here. If you live in Ottawa, you go there. And I put them all out there, right?
Super. Yeah.
So
we can always use the help, right? Promotion is probably the biggest thing. If we can get the name out and spread the good word, it's always good.
Hey, American Uncensored. Thanks for joining us, brother. I'm going to shout these guys out a little bit as they come on. The other nice thing that's happened is during my time of doing this, I became friends with some of the biker news channels from America, and they've helped me out a lot considerably. And then there are people from the chat I became friendly with because I go in their chat and we all talk in the chat. And so now they come and watch my shows.
Perfect.
So it's really cool. So that's where America Uncensored's from. He's from Insane Wheels podcast or YouTube channel with a good friend called Mike Ball. So how long you been riding and what do you ride?
Well, I've been riding since 1973. I was just turned 16 years old, got my motorcycle license before I got my car license, much to my parents not approving too much. But anyway, that was then.
Moms never like motorcycles, do they?
What mother and father do want their child on a motorcycle? But anyway, so years of riding Hondas. I had 12 of them. I am on my 13th motorcycle, and I always said, when I get older and I need more comfort, I'm going to get me one of them big Harleys. So that's what I did. I picked up a Harley Electric Glide Police Special, and it has been doing me well. And I've actually put over 100,000 kilometers on it.
You got a police special too, eh?
It is. I call it the coach. I'm going to the coach.
I bought and sold one of those along my days, and sold it to a club brother in Toronto, and he thought the front end was hanky, and I don't know. I rode it around the block, so I had to go back to Toronto, give him his money back, bring the thing back, get my money back. It was a big thing, but what do you do? And the guy last week, he's got a police special, and he put that he's turned it into that coffin. He puts a coffin beside.
Oh, right. I've seen. I don't know the guy, but I've seen that around. I think it's a great idea.
And I felt so bad because last week I was looking at either the clock on the taskbar of the PC, and not the timer on, because there's a timer on this, how long we've been going, right?
Okay, all right.
And I thought we'd already done an hour and a half. So I kind of said, okay, well, we covered everything. Good to see you, bro. Thanks for coming on. And we ended it. And then I looked at it when I was uploading. It was only 45 minutes. I could ask them, where do you see yourself going with this?
Right.
Are you going to try to get other guys, maybe in other provinces, to work with you and stuff? And I had tons of more questions I could ask the guy. But anyways, he'll be back again through the summer. We're going to do an update with him because it's only right. And that's Brad, I believe. Thanks, Brad, for chilling with me last week, brother. It was good. And, I think every one of these interviews, I've met a new friend and made another contact in the biker world. And even if that's as far as it goes, it was worth the effort. You know what I mean?
Sure. For sure.
Now, where are you stationed personally? Are you up in the Bruce?
Okay, so when I started the ride in what was that, 2015? I think it was. When was that? No, 2008.
When you say the ride, do you mean the charity event that takes place up there?
The Lion's Tail ride. When I it went through my pea brain one day when I was riding to see my then girlfriend, I thought, there should be a ride up here, like an official ride, instead of, people say, oh, I'm going to go and ride on the Bruce. Well, that's fine, but there's nothing, to promote it. There's nothing to really bring them in. So, I kind of bounced it off of her, and we chatted about it and went out and rode around a little bit more and decided, you know what, let's do this.
Do you want me to put your website up right now, or do you want to wait till later?
You put it up whenever you please, my friend. That's you're the guy. I'm just kind of coming along for a good ride. 2018, it started, and haven't looked back.
So again, did you live on the Bruce, or are you just right up to the Bruce?
At that point, I lived in Kitchener. After my dear girlfriend at the time got together, I moved up to the Bruce, just south of Lion's Head, and now we live on the other side of the province. One day, she woke up and said to me, "Hey, I really always wanted to live by Algonquin Park." So now we live just on the other side of Algonquin Park.
So what's that? That's of Highway 11, right?
Highway 60.
So
Barry's Bay.
Oh, that's more east.
45 minutes from the Quebec border.
Oh, way out there.
Way out there.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
sir. Oh, yeah. When I go to see my daughter in Chatham, it's about the equivalent of driving across the top of Italy.
Now, so you go back to the Lion's Tail mostly for this charity ride. I don't know why I'm having a hard time getting the website up, but I'm working on it while we talk.
It's all good, man.
Do you go back just for that charity ride, or do you guys do something there all summer?
My wife's daughter lives in the area, so we go and see her on a regular basis, and we have other people that we like to see, and so we're no stranger to the peninsula.
Okay.
And of course, we have all kinds of great sponsors and advertisers that we like to keep in touch with as well.
It's got to be this one.
It's still giving you a hard time, is it?
Is it that? No, it ain't that one. It is not Google. That one. It is definitely not that one. But I'm going to put it on that one. If it wants to fight with me, I'll do it my own way.
So the website is quite simply the Lion's Tail BP, and that's tail is TAIL, not the story, and BP obviously for Bruce Peninsula.
Yeah,
that's our Facebook page. Sorry, and the website is thelionstail.ca.
This time I wanted to take me somewhere else. Of course it did. Come on, man.
There's always growing pains.
Yeah, that's it, right? Now I've got it there. Now how do I get it back up to here?
Yeah, here, I hung up my lawn sign for you when we said we were going to do this. So hopefully that'll help keep it in people's minds.
Oh, I'm finding the website. It's just that. There we go. I'm feeling halfway brain dead. I can't just get that. There's a share. Oh, and it went away. What, are you kidding me? So yeah. So if someone wants to go and just ride the lion's tail, as it were.
Yep. There's an interactive map on our website. The whole road is laid out. I encourage everyone to do so, and I also encourage you to, obviously stop in and see our advertisers, our supporters, and show them some love, show them some support, because without them, this would all go away. There we go.
Found it. So yeah. So this, I went to past events, and it's given the so what does the charity ride for? What's the it's the Breakfast Club. Well, the Bruce Peninsula Schools, is that still the thing?
Okay, well, it's really not the Breakfast Club. It's my own. I refer to it all the time as the Breakfast Club, but it really isn't. What it is it's the Ontario Student Nutrition Program, the Grey Bruce Unit.
Okay.
That's the proper name for where the money goes.
Okay.
And they're great people, by the way. They're very supportive. And yeah, they've helped out a lot. So I my hat's off to them all the time. They always show support, and they definitely appreciate what we do.
Steve said he looked it up in this beautiful country up where you are now. Steve, did you look up the Lion's Tail, or did you look up
where I am?
Because both of them are beautiful spots, right?
Absolutely, yeah. There's no such thing as a boring ride on either areas, for sure.
And is that your bike on the website?
So the website, the top right hand corner, that's I think that's our first ride that we had. We started at the Lions Head Beach Motel and Cottages, which a big shout out to them. They've been behind us 100% all the way, and I can't thank Wilfred enough for meeting with me, even when it was just a concept in my head. I met with him and we talked about it, and he was very helpful in.
I bet you means this bike. Oh, see that bike that went by in those photos?
That's right. There it is.
Is that your Decker?
That's my Decker. Yeah.
Your couch?
My couch.
so you bought a police special, but you put a pizza box on it.
I put a pizza box on it. Yes, I did. I put some lowers on it. I have since put higher bars on it.
What'd you do with the Batwing?
I just lowered the windshield a bit.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
Okay.
I haven't done a whole lot to it, but changed the seat. I've got a Mustang seat. Throw a shout out to Mustang. One of the most comfortable seats I've ever set my butt on in all of my riding.
Back when I was doing custom bikes, I had a Corbin seat. I thought the same about Corbin. It was a nice seat.
I've heard good things about Corbin. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was a gunslinger, and it holds your ass right in place. It's funny because it looks like you're gonna slide right off it, but it holds you right there, exactly where you want to be on your bike.
Right.
Yeah, I do like them.
I have rode.
Hey, Carney, thanks for coming, brother. Sorry about that, man.
No worries, man. I have rode to Sturgis twice. I've rode around the Great Lakes. I've rode to Key West. I've rode to Atlanta, Georgia more times than I can count. And of course, Daytona Bike Week. And, put 700 or 800 clicks on in a day on that bike, and you're still able to function.
Did you know that? The American Uncensored just said he's never heard it called a pizza box in the States.
Well, I usually called it a beer box, but
see, I don't know where I got pizza box from. Probably from one of my club brothers back when. I own one Decker in my life. I hated that thing. But it was the year that they were switching from shovel to Evo. So it was a horrible year to own a Harley Davidson.
Yeah.
It had no interfering. It looked like a snowmobile dash up on the bars.
Oh, okay.
With the speedo thing on it, right?
Yeah.
And it was just a horrible bike. I bought it in a basket, put it together, rode it for a few months. I said, no, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, I got you. All bikes are not perfect, even though we would love to think that.
Well, that's it. When you buy a bike in a basket, you get what you get. It turns out, I don't know why the guy who put it together for me would put it together knowing this, it had a bent main shaft in the transmission. I couldn't figure out why I kept breaking clutch cables. I've never owned a bike that I broke a clutch cable on.
Right.
I left it broke down on the sidewalk in the hood in Toronto, hoping and praying it'd be gone in the morning, and nobody would take it.
So motorcycles, you got to either love them or hate them, and then maybe a little of both. I want to do a shout out. My daughter just texted me and said, "I sound good." Thank you, dear.
I know you do sound good, Dan. Yeah. And I see that you've done an interview. What's CFOS? Is that a radio station?
CFOS, yeah, that's the part of the Bayshore Broadcasting who have been very supportive and on board all the way through. Good people. You want to hear some good tunes on the peninsula? I would highly recommend check that out.
Now, if I click on that, that's what I wanted to. I wanted to click on that map.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now.
And the website is all my wonderful wife. She takes care of all of the website, so I can't thank her enough. I mean, not only does she feed me, but she helps me with this because I would have no clue how to do this.
Well, then you picked a good one, and good for you, man.
She's a great wife.
Nothing better to hear when somebody's found the right match for them and it worked, right?
Well, at this age, it's about time.
Well, exactly. I'm at my age, and I tried it once. I said, I'm okay. I don't think I'll bother with that again.
There you go.
Now, how often do you jump across and go over to the island?
We've done it a few times. It's a very nice ride. I'm trying to get the Chichimon to come on board as an advertiser, but I'm not having any luck. So, I mean, not trying to talk anybody down, but it'd be
nice if they did.
Well, it would be nice because then we can do better things.
Because on the other side of that island, man, the riding doesn't get any worse.
Oh no, the Manitoulin Island is a great place to ride. I would.
And if you cross over and go over to Espanola and you get on the highway, you're not far from the Sioux and all that, right?
If you've never rode it, you should go. That's for sure. It's well worth it.
And see, I know all that because I used to do the ride, and we would do the 400, the 401 to the 400 and up 69.
Yep.
And then we'd end up in Sault Ste. Marie eventually when I was in the club I was in, right? So I've ridden those highways, and they're beautiful in the summer.
Absolutely.
It's just unfortunate the summer up there is short.
It's short anywhere up north here.
Yeah, I call it my old lady's other bag. You hear that one? Steve says he calls the pizza box his old lady's other bag.
Well, yeah. If you're bringing the wife along, you're probably going to need a little more storage.
He said, yeah, you probably got one half of one side bag. Yeah, that's what most of the guys get. You might get the whole saddle bag, but usually you only get some of it.
Right.
So there's all these stops along the way. Now, are these places you can stop a fair amount of bikes and stop and have a wander around, stretch your legs, maybe have a pee and all that?
Absolutely. There's all kinds of space. There's all kinds of places too, as you say, grab a pee or a refreshment. A lot of good restaurants are on board. Scenic places. Also, healthcare. We've listed the healthcare because when you get up and out of your comfort zone, and you have a boo-boo, and you think, hey, where do I go to get help here? Well, just check out our map. There's a few on there, so they will be more than able to help you out no matter where you are along the peninsula.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. That's really cool.
Well, we try to be a little public-minded, yeah.
So what's this one that says Untitled Layer? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe they helped you advertise or something like that.
No, let me just take a look here. I think what it is back
to our other page.
Yeah, it's just a different heading that again, not too into it. Now you're on the what do you call it page?
The sponsor page. You got a lot of sponsors.
Well, we do have, and we have been blessed with a lot of good people seeing the value of the Lion's Tail, and it speaks for itself. Lots of places to stay, lots of places to bike shops and such, lots of just everything, a little sprinkling of everything.
And that smash burger, I was reading it earlier today. That was one of your ending points at one of your runs, right?
That was absolutely. We stopped there at the end of the ride and had a refreshment and a bite to eat, and had good interaction. We always do a 50-50 draw or something, whatever. We had that there.
Did you do an after party and all that too?
Well, the first one that we did was
it keeps going.
We've got a few.
It keeps going and going. That's really cool, man.
The first one that we did, we had a marketplace, if you will, after downtown Wyerton. We rented the pavilion in the park, and we encouraged a number of small businesses to come and show their wares. Had
Beautiful.
A fantastic time. Yes, it was very nice. And now, since then, we have not been able to get anything going after the ride. So wherever we stopped, that's where we had our draws and what have you. But the last ride that we just did, June just passed, we stopped at the motel, at the Lion's Head Beach Motel in Cottages. Mm-hmm. And we had a barbecue, some refreshments. We had Tommy Gillen come to play great. I didn't know what to expect because of the setup and everything else. Well, Tommy just blew our minds. He was great. Had some dancing, good times.
Who's Tommy Gill?
Well, he's a local country star to the peninsula.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, check him out. He sounds great, and he's a great guy too. I've had a couple beers with him. He's a fun guy.
I think there was a thing on there about if you wanted to hear a song. It's on the website. His song, isn't it? Didn't you write your song about it?
We have my wife's son made that song.
Oh, there it is.
And it's great if you want to play it.
Yeah,
part of it, whatever.
Yeah, we can play a part of it. Is there any copyright stuff I got to worry about?
I'm pretty sure he won't mind if we play it.
There he is.
And cheers, everyone.
That support from the community, like Steve said. Good evening, Warland. Thanks for joining us, brother. Actually, that doesn't sound very country.
Max's song is not country.
He
did not play. Tommy Gillen played at the thing.
Sorry, bro. I got mixed up.
That's all good.
Not that I'm complaining, because I was saying, well, I'm not the biggest country fan in the world, but that song didn't sound country at all.
No, he's.
I like it.
Yes, it's catchy.
So if another group or whatever wanted to come up there and put an event together up there, would you be there to help them out and all that?
I would love to. All they got to do is contact me, and we could work something out, I'm sure.
So it's something that you would be up for. So keep that in mind. Anyone who might be listening from Ontario, and absolutely. I know when I post these over to Facebook, we get a lot more people to watch them over on the Facebook side.
Right.
But unfortunately, I can't. For some reason, I can't get it to go live on Facebook.
Okay.
Because I made the Facebook a group.
All right.
At the very start, and I don't want to switch it to a page now because there's something like 1,500 people in the group, right?
Gotcha.
And I don't want to have to uproot them and tell them don't go here anymore, go here. It's people don't like that, right?
No, people don't like change. Period.
Yeah, and it's a pain in the ass.
It can be absolutely.
And seeing as I'm getting some traction on the Facebook group, I'll leave it be. Now I get people that they point out scam posts and shit like that for me, so I can take them down, because you do get the odd scam posted when you're on Facebook. It just happens, right?
I go through daily. The first thing I do in the morning, every morning, well, unless I'm away on a mini vacay, is I fire up the Facebook page. I check out I make a post, and then I check out what's going on, comments and such. Edit what I have to. You have these idiots, and I can't express that enough. Idiots that go on there and go, to one of our followers, and they go, "Oh, hi, John. Can you
Oh,
send me a friend request?"
yeah, please send me
Delete, block. There you go.
yeah.
Go pedal your ass somewhere else and your crap and your
And then they
lies.
get these people, and it's an AI drawing of a guy on a Harley. And
Right.
he's like, "Do you want to get a cool drawing of you and your bike?"
Yeah.
And thankfully, someone yesterday said, "Man, that's a scam." I
Uh-huh.
said, "Good." I
Uh-huh.
was just waiting for someone to tell me it was a scam, so I could
Yep.
do the same. Just delete the member and get them out of there.
That's exactly what I do. If I have anybody that is ranting and being vicious, they get kicked out. This is a charity ride for children, so we're trying to keep everything PG rated.
So
And
have you already started putting the one together for this year?
I have not. I don't have anything right now, only because right, only because it has been a very busy season for us. Now, as soon as the holidays are over, I've got a couple of things in my head that I would like to do, but I need to get confirmation from the people. And obviously I check my advertisers, my supporters first.
Mhm.
And if they want to do something, whatever, they're my first priority is I want to work with them. But right at this moment, there will be a ride June 21st, 2025, and details to follow.
That's what you're shooting for, right on. Now, when you say I had a busy season, do you have another business that you're involved in?
Oh, no. I've got
Or you just had the pleasure of getting out on your bike all summer?
Oh, geez, I wish. No, I've been my wife and I, when we moved here, we bought a house that, let's just say, needed some loving.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go. And so that's been kind of the focus. And then then she asked me for if we could do a cottage, and so the house got put on hold for 2 years, and now we've got the cottage pretty much under wraps. So I think now next summer will be a little bit more out and about, as opposed to Dan the carpenter.
Good for you.
I enjoy doing
news. And you know what? I like work. Well, I'm a tradesman anyway, but I like working with my hands anyway.
Hey, anytime you want to come for a visit, you just strap that tool belt on and get over here.
Yeah. I do heating and cooling. You might need me coming up. It's pretty cold down here today. We broke minus double digits.
Jesus. Yeah.
So Warland said, "You're all making me wish I could ride again, or still ride." And he's like, "Warland, this is the type of place that even if you're on four wheels, if you ever had the time, come and check out. It's not really Northern Ontario. It's more Central Ontario. It's not that far of a ride, really, from the border."
And the Lion's Tail ride and route year-round is officially open to all street legal vehicles.
So extended road.
They're paved roads. They're fine for everyone. Wilford has a little coupe that he has rode on our ride. I actually drove my wife to our wedding in it, so that was the wedding car. So that was pretty cool.
That is cool.
My stepfather's 69 Shelby was at the first ride. So if people, car clubs, whatever, want to come and join in the fun, every street legal vehicle is more than welcome. We don't discriminate. I mean, it's primarily motorcycles because that's where my heart is. But nobody cares if there's cool cars or trucks along. They're just cool.
So that's good. See, the next thing you're going to want to do is get a hotel up there, and then you can have a bike night every night or every weekend up there or something.
Well, I know Beachburger does bike cruise nights all the time, and that's awesome. Yes, you're right. I see, not trying to blow my own horn or anything, but I see the Lion's Tail growing considerably.
Do it.
And I mean, where else are you going to go, right? I mean, sure, there's different rides throughout the province and the country.
Sure.
And they're all great. But I think the Lion's Tail has a good chance of becoming something a lot bigger.
You know what you need is a campground where you can do the after party and making an event after that. They can stay there the night, so you're not worried about where they're going
Right.
after a couple cocktails or anything, right? You know they're staying, you know everyone's safe, and you know. Remember, I went to one up, and it's not too far off the opening of the Bruce. Is that one called the Ghost Town? Have you been up there? At the end of Highway 6?
I did years ago.
Yeah, it's been years ago since I was there too. I think they used to take the ride for sight up there, did they not?
I'm not 100% sure about that.
I think that's what I was doing up there. I was up there like it was a club function, but it was a big charity thing going on. Yeah. And it's a cool place. I think there's a fella, he builds custom choppers. You might even know him. I think he's from Kitchener, called Lee Snipes, I believe. And he does a show up. He does a weekend up there called the Bad Living Road Show.
Oh no, I don't know that one. I've never heard of that.
In that Ghost Town place. I think I've been talking to him a little bit. I'll see if I can get him on here for an interview one day, right?
Yeah.
Why not? Like I said, I'm loving these interviews. I'm meeting lots of cool people, and everyone I've been lucky on who I've asked, and that they've been willing to come on and stuff. Yep. And everyone I meet is kind of they got their own unique thing going on, right? Like Brad with the motorcycle hearse. I had Angie with Limb Difference, and
Angie used to play in a band, Bear Rump, and that's where I met her. And that band was kick ass. It was great. I enjoyed that.
Isn't that cool, man? She got a prosthetic to play guitar, man. Like she's just an incredible person all the way around. I'm so happy, and she came right on for an interview, man.
Absolutely, yeah. She's good people.
Yeah, and she's part of the Southern Cruisers. I've had one of the chapters of the Southern Cruisers on.
Very good.
And I think I'm gonna, I'll space it a little bit and see if I can get another one. And there's so many riding clubs out here now. It'd be cool, Hopefully, a few of them get to catch this video and maybe think about sending one of the ride weekends up your way, right?
That would be incredible, and we encourage that. There's lots of places to stay if you plan ahead, and the ride itself, I've never had any complaints.
Right.
It's just it's good. I mean, we got to be doing something right? Like we got 9,300 followers on our Facebook page. I'm blown away by that number.
That's awesome.
When we started, within a few months, we were over 1,000 followers, and that kind of blew me away. But now we are, and we're closing in on 10,000, and it will be a happy day in this camp when we do hit it.
Man.
I mean, considering the first post on Facebook was June 24th, 2018.
So it's been around a while anyway. That's good.
Enough to get credibility of being here to stay, right?
Right.
The website started in 2019. Next year, and I know everybody's going to go, oh, that's not right. Next year, we're going to officially celebrate our 5th year, okay? Mm-hmm. Because 2021, we did not have an actual ride. Right. I told everybody I'm going for a ride, but due to legalities, I couldn't invite or say that, that this is what we're doing. So I said, I'm going for a ride that day. If you come along, that's up to you.
Because then you end up getting somebody counting if you got more than 6 there.
Well, all the
evening straight jacket. Good to see you, brother. Now, when you say that the stuff about medical attention, that's one thing. There's some more people. I'm aiming to do a lot, right? Mm-hmm. Is to talk about, because there's first aid courses that they're giving out now for riders in particular. Mm. And I'm kind of trying to talk these riding clubs into having at least 1 or 2 of your members versed in first aid for when you're doing a club run.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
You know what I mean? And here's the people that do the course, make the phone call, set it up, get them to come to you, right? If you have enough people who are going to take it, they'll come to you. Well,
anything that makes the experience positive and safe and fun, I'm all in. I'm all in. If you're going out just to cause mayhem, no thanks. But if we're going out to enjoy yourself, and I'm in for sure, and especially with healthcare.
New Orleans got some wisdom for us. Folks are looking for a good chat, a good time, a good rides without all the emotional crap.
Uh-huh.
That there's so many inflected into today's things, right? Or to things say, and he's right?
No, absolutely.
You get a bunch of guys from this outfit, and they got to stand there on this wall, and the guys from the other outfit got to do the same. Say, yeah, come on, man.
Hey.
I thought we all grew up a long time ago. It's unfortunate because I was so much into it when I was doing the club thing, and then you find out somewhere along the way that maybe being a dad and having a family is just as important, right?
Yeah, well, it's done me well.
And you can do both at the same time. Don't get me wrong. I know it's not exclusive.
No.
It's not exclusive. So what's the book? Did someone make a children's book about?
We were blessed by having 2 of them books donated so we could auction them off and get more money into the hands of the breakfast programs. So yeah, and I mean Robert Munch, quite a good author and very well known. So and that blew me away when that was presented and offered to us and yeah. How do you say no to something like that, and why would you?
Right, exactly. Why would you? I should get you in touch with Wayne. Wayne was another guy, and he came on right near the start of all these interviews, and he did another great one. And he's got kids' books of him and his dog, and he's got a little scooter with a sidecar. And he does lots of great things. I love Wayne. Yeah. Cheers, Wayne. Have a good time in England, brother. But yeah, should see if we can get you guys together and see if we can come up with something.
Always into meeting like-minded people in the motorcycle industry.
Yeah, exactly, right?
I mean, for years, as you know now, because you just did your crests with me, I have sold promotional items or logoed items since 1989.
Oh yeah, guys, this is who's making the patch I'm waiting on with the new logo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's going to come out. It's going to come out great. I can't wait to see yours. And it inspired me because I realized that I was out of crests, so I've ordered some more of the Lionstail crests as well. So if anybody's listening and going bummed out because I was out, well, that is being sorted out.
Well, you got T-shirts. Oh, you got lots of stuff for merch, eh?
Well, I mean, I'm in the industry, so it's pretty easy to do for me. Pit shirts. Now that's the first version. We've got a couple of other different ones. The one I'm wearing is black and orange, of course. And
let me make your screen bigger.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Yeah, the Harley colors.
Right. Oh, well, yeah, for sure.
I like it.
They come in other colors too.
Yeah.
But there's the pit shirts, the T-shirts, the lady spaghetti straps, and the sew-on crests. Now, because next year is going to be 5 years, or at least that's the way I'm labeling it, I'm going to do a new design for the T-shirts. How many riders do you usually have for the run? I'm going to say, barring the 1 year, which I believe was 2020, where only 11 showed up because it was pouring rain. We usually have so far we've usually had around 100. So
it looked like way more bikes in that one photo, didn't it?
The first ride was 135, and since then, well, you have good years and you have not so good years. There's the T-shirt there, and then my crest is further down.
There it is, and that's basically what size my crest will be.
Yeah,
basically. And I can have the black background, or the white edging is where this crest ends.
The white edging is where it ends.
This one ends. Okay, cool. I can't wait to get them, man. It'll be cool.
I know you're gonna like them.
Very good, man. I dig that. Yeah, see, I guess it must be that photo threw me off. The one on the top right. It looks like Friday the 13th, doesn't it, almost?
Give me a second.
Sure. No? You got a co-host.
That's, I told you, I'm surprised he's not up here yet. He's nosy.
Usually
What are
my
you
dogs get in on all my interviews. One of them will bark at some point.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, man.
We just got him, so yeah, he's pretty cool. He's a spoiled brat already.
He looks like that the fellow I was telling you about Insane Wheels.
He,
He
he's a
found
he's
it.
a he's a Maine Coon.
He found an orange tabby outside of his place,
Oh
and
yeah.
this guy's name is the guy's name is Mike Ball, and he put some thought into it. He called the cat Lucy,
Oh, okay.
and
Why?
it kid Lucille Ball,
Oh, right.
and the
Okay.
cat's a redhead, right?
Over my head. All right, I got you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like it.
See, American Uncensored said almost looks like Lucy. Yep. Yeah, Lucy's been she became a bit of a celebrity herself.
Right on.
Steve's cat been killing his Is it killing a Christmas tree cat or Steve, or you've had the cat long enough, you know how to cat proof it?
How to keep it out of there.
Well, I think you basically got to cat proof the tree. You're never gonna get a cat
No.
to stay out of whatever it wants to get into.
That's right. That's right.
I've never seen a cat that takes it when you say no.
That did what it was told, you mean? Right.
Exactly.
Well, this one has surprised us. He's a good spirited thing, and we certainly enjoy his company. Matter of fact, just the other day, he brought one of his toys to me, and I thought, oh, that's just a fluke, right? So I threw it, brought it right back like a dog. It was just incredible. Yeah. So now
my buddy's cat plays fetch with him. He loves it.
Yep. A long time ago, I had a cat that you'd wrinkle up a ball of foil out of the cigarette.
That's what I was just gonna say. That's what he uses,
it, right? And he'd go get that, or she, I should say. But that was only a couple times. This one here will play fetch with you with one of his toys for quite a while.
Nice, man. And it just showed up. It came to you.
He brought it, and I went, okay, well, that was a fluke. So I took it and threw it, went and got it, and brought it right back. And I mean, he even jumped up on the couch to make sure I got it. Maine Coon cats are huge. Yeah. So when we got him, he stood up at the coffee table, and he had to look like this to look over the coffee table. We've had him, I think, a month, and the cat now his head is over the coffee table. And nowhere near done growing.
He's still are they like dogs? Take a couple of years before they're done growing their body size.
Apparently they grow up to 5 years.
Oh.
So yeah, this thing's gonna need its own bike.
and yeah, exactly. And it's like definitely one of those Maine Coons. Is that what they're called, Maine Coons?
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Because they're the guys who get big feet, aren't they?
He has huge feet, and you know, it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Good thing he's cute.
Yeah. My neighbors next to me got a semi-exotic cat, and it's a big house cat, but it's marked like a leopard. It's so cool.
Like a serval, I think they're called.
I think so. She paid up for it.
Oh yeah.
She takes it for walks and stuff because it's got a big prey drive, right?
All the dobes and that there's cower from it.
Yeah. Well, my dogs always want to, hey, what's that?
Right.
No, that thing will kill you.
Leave that thing alone.
It's like the Mike Tyson, man. Just don't go running up to it.
You end up missing a piece of your ear. Yeah, I already read. How'd it go, Steve? There you go.
Now, when you guys when you got this ride going and all that stuff,
Yep.
This is another idea I've got for an interview down the road. I want to get a lawyer who's versed in making riding clubs or organizations into non-profitable entities. You know what I mean? Did you go through all them steps, or you found a charity already existing to work with?
When I rode with the two previous riding clubs that I rode with, we always, for whatever reason, we always supported and again, I'm going to call them the breakfast clubs. And I just stayed with that. I'm, there's enough money. And again, I'm not trying to, tick anybody off. There's enough money going to cancer. There's enough money going to other places. I just feel there's a need for more money to go to feeding children that don't get fed properly and to help out our future. That's the plain and simple reason why I chose the people that I chose.
And you find that deep down, everyone's got their own reason why they pick whatever charity. And I find it's incredible that I'm meeting all these people that pick a charity and take the time out of their lives. And that's the thing I stress a lot of on these broadcasts is that when a riding club or a riding group or an individual like yourself does any sort of these charity things, it's out of their heart and it's their own time getting used and their own effort and their own everything. So if it's not 100% how you like it, well, make it a kind suggestion. Don't bitch about it. You know what I mean? Like take it for what it is. There's a lot of people putting a lot of effort into things that there's no real return for, right?
I've had nothing but positive through this
Great.
experience, and it's very rewarding in its own. And I am a bit selfish because I like hanging around with bikers. I like I like going for a ride. I like looking at motorcycles. I like talking about motorcycles. I like being in motorcycle life. Okay, so I took this as an opportunity to enhance that and to pay it forward, to do something positive
with your love, with something that you love,
right from my heart, my heart. I'm telling you, nothing makes me happier than to see all these people that show up to donate their time and their money to a cause, right?
Yes.
But that's one thing too. I know, money's tight. Money, sometimes when we used to go to Ride for Sight, for example, right? And
you hand them over $1,000.
You got to pay this much up front just to get in. And it's like, oh, okay. Anyway, plus accommodations to get there, all the rest of it. With our ride, it's donation only. People always say, well, how much do you want? Whatever you can afford. It's entirely up to you. If you want to give $5, you're still in. If you want to give $100, you're still in. Everybody.
I've done those events on my own, not even before I was even a biker. When I was coming out of college, I did a thing because I knew I was in the live music scene in my city. So I knew all the bar owners. So I went to all the bar owners one year at Thanksgiving. And I said, listen, just put a door charge on for tonight for $2, voluntary. Right. And I'm going to get a bunch of posters. And I got the radio station involved and got the posters done for free and contacted the food bank and made sure they were okay with me saying I was raising money for them. I raised them a couple grand on a Thanksgiving and just handed them cash, right?
Yep.
You know what I mean? At that point, the food bank was important to me. I had a guy on for an interview, another great guy, and he does an autism ride up your way, up around Ottawa way, the ALS ride. And my son's autistic, so that means a lot to me, right?
For sure.
And I'm a single dad, and I live with me and my son, and I make sure he's got what he needs, right?
Yep. And, well, as a parent should do, right?
Exactly, right?
Well, and I wanted to include as many people as you can. If all you can afford to do is come along. Just come for a ride. It's a good day out. It's beautiful scenery. We try and keep it as positive as we can, and there's never been an issue. Throughout, I've had people trying to backstab me. That's fine. Whatever floats your boat.
Jeez,
I'm doing
even
something
in a
positive.
charity event.
Even at a charity, if you can believe that, not naming names, but they know where they are in my life now. But it's about being positive. Ignore that. Ignore the naysayers. If you've got so much negative to say, maybe get off your ass and do something on your own and prove what you're made of. But that's fine. I always wanted to, and thanks, Steve was saying about the nutrition thing. Thank you very much. I appreciate you saying that.
And same with Warland. See, and that's another thing I find, Warland. I'm struggling as I am. It's nobody's business, and I take care of what I got to, how I can. But you always find the people that have been there are the people that try to help the most. And I don't know why that is. I think it's just because they've been there, right? Well, like Warland said, they're on assistance. but they clean out their pantry and take what they're not using to the food bank, right? That's respect, you know.
That is absolutely. Oh,
What else you got?
and we have
Oh,
beer.
you got cozies.
We got.
I think I clicked off of the merch page, did I?
That's all right. No, don't worry about it. I just noticed that my refreshment didn't have one on, but my water does.
Yeah. And then I remembered how to put the thing on. Finally, it took me all the way through this. Oh no, we got to the patch. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not on there.
So the beer cozy wasn't on there yet.
We need to update the website. Yes, we do. The website is in need of some love. Let's put it that way.
But
and
see,
anybody watching and wants to maybe help out with that, I'd be more than happy to talk to them.
Oh yeah.
And I'm looking for an accountant too.
Why would I have an accountant for you?
Yeah, but I need somebody that will do me a favor. You understand? To do taxes on an incorporated freaking company, it's ridiculous amount of money.
Yep.
And I don't make that much money off this, right?
Yeah.
I sell the merchandise that I keep the profits from, which is very little.
And then it's a bummer when you got to take the money that you could have been donating to that cause, and you got to use it for administrative fees.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's where a lot of charities end up getting a bad name over that, because let's face it, these big worldwide charities, they end up, the guy who's running it is making $1 million some a year. What kind of charity is that?
Right. Yeah.
It's the charity of that guy.
You could start out several charities just off what he makes. Anyway,
exactly.
That is not the case here. I can assure you.
No, exactly. Well, if you're getting 100 bikes and it's pay what you can, then you're not doing it for money at this stage anyway. And it's the type of thing, like you say, it's not that old yet, so you got so much potential to grow this baby out, right?
I agree. And I would welcome talking to whomever that would like to maybe join me on that journey.
Yeah. Even if you get a hold of some of your bro brothers and see if they want to make it a weekend ride to come up and join you up there on the Bruce. It'd be a great weekend, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
It's a Niagara escarpment all the way up.
Yes, it is. A lot of the Bruce Trail is quite popular in that area for sure. I know when we lived there, just south of Lion's Head.
Yeah.
We seen a number of hikers all the time. Just where we live, there was a parking lot right across the road. So
and for you guys in the States, the Niagara escarpment, it starts at Niagara Falls. So something way back when the plates were shifting, did a big shift to give us the Niagara Falls. But as it goes north through Canada, it did a very, very small mountain range, just a little ridge. That's why it's called the escarpment instead of a mountain, right?
Right. Yeah.
But it goes all the way from those two lakes, which is Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. That's where they meet at Niagara Falls, kind of. Got a river in there and a canal. Yeah. And then it goes all the way up to the bottom of the next Great Lake, which is, of course, Lake Huron, right?
Yeah.
And then
the top of Huron. The top of Lake Huron. Yes, sir.
It goes all the way past Espanola and everything, does it?
Well, I think it goes up into Manitoulin.
Oh, okay. To be honest with you.
Yeah. But Tobermory is where I usually end it, right?
Who doesn't have one of them funny accents? These guys are always bugging us about the Canadian accent.
Oh,
I don't think we have Canadian accents.
What do you mean,
I did a short video before we started our live tonight about whether Canada should become the 51st state.
Oh
right?
My God! Yeah.
Well, jump through out there, man. Oh man, it got lots of airtime here in Canada, didn't it?
It sure has. Still.
And for some reason, I think Polyev would think about it.
I'm not even going to weigh in. My mother told me a long time ago that if you don't have anything nice to say, you shouldn't say anything at all.
Well, it's going to be an interesting election because I got a feeling a lot of people feel kind of similar, like I feel, where the guy running the Liberals is just it makes everyone's head shake. But geez, I don't
Not
want
real
to.
popular right now, is he?
I don't want to see the Conservatives have a complete control either.
Damned if you do and damned if you don't.
Right. Yeah, basically, right?
Well, I don't like the next few years. I got to be honest with you. It's like I'm going to keep my head down.
And people ask, you're bleeding heart liberal, blah blah blah. Well, maybe yes, maybe no, but I do know that my son, being autistic, needs someone in power that's not going to leave him in some crappy little apartment when I'm gone. You know what I mean? Hoping somebody comes by and brings him a meal that day.
Yeah,
because I can't have that.
That would be nice to know.
I just can't have that. And then, like I say, I'll do everything in my power so that at least when I'm gone, him and his sister, he's got an older sister, will have the house that we're in.
There you go.
You know what I mean? It's insured, and things always end up how they end up. So let's hope that at the very least they've got these four walls to call their own, because I don't think the government's going to be there much longer for people that need help.
Well, I
Even
just hope that
and stuff.
I just hope that at this age I don't end up in a foxhole somewhere along the line.
For that too, right?
Right. Like, Jesus, man. When you do that when I was a little younger, when I had knees, for crying out loud. Oh my God. Anyway.
You're right, Marlon. There has to be a balance. That's what I say too. There's got to be a balance.
Yep.
And if they made it so one party's got absolute power at any particular time, they always use it for bad instead of good. It's like that Super Spider-Man movie or whatever that was, right? It's like, didn't you guys watch that movie with that guy?
Too funny. Yeah.
They said it years ago, man. Yeah, that's right, Steve. It doesn't work that way. It goes all the way from it's a big pendulum, and it swings all the way that way and stops there rather than somewhere, that it swings all the way there. Because when Trudeau came on the scene, nobody knew who he was in Canada, except for the fact he was Pierre's son.
That he had nice hair.
He had nice hair, and he was going to legalize something that a lot of us were like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And he messed that up.
Yeah.
See, the vision everyone had in their head was, okay, that guy that lives on the corner that's made a living doing that, and he hasn't hurt anyone, and he's been doing it for years, he's going to be able to now do it legally. No, he isn't. Not unless he's got $250,000.
There you go.
Right? And that guy,
I don't get it. I just don't get it. Oh, yeah, of course, the Canadian. Yes, cheers to you, Stevie boy. Canadian beer is a little stronger than your stuff, but hey, I still seriously, when I'm in the States, I brush my teeth with that. It is it's nice, and I like the taste of beer. And it's when it's mild like that there, you can just drink a few more. You don't have to worry about it. I don't mind that. I gotta be honest.
All the best, Warland. All the best, brother. I hope she's okay and everything. So yeah, the strong beer. Everyone always likes their strong beer, right?
Years ago, I went to the States in my van, a couple of friends, and campsite, and a couple of younger fellas come around and went, "Oh, you got Canadian beer? Can we swap you some?" Yeah. The next morning, seen them, they're going, "What the hell's in that stuff?" Oh, they were a wreck, right? Oh, they gave them 4 beers. They were, they went. Like you would have thought they drank a bottle of whiskey, for crying out loud.
Man, I thought we could drink. Because back in the day, I was a drinker. Like I think probably most of us guys were back in the day at some point in our lives. And nowadays, not so much. I went to England. Holy moly!
Yeah.
I thought we could drink in Canada. Go to England. I needed a new liver when I came back.
Right. Yeah, I heard it's pretty strong. No, I haven't made it to the other side of the pond yet.
Hey Lee, how are you, bro? And they don't know when it's time to go to bed.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Tiffany, how are you, Tiffany? Yeah, Lee and Tiffany. Now, Tiffany, we don't have Jess on this chat, so you're cool here. You're all good. Oh, there's a bit of controversy earlier this morning. Now, there's another group Jerry Musa. Anyways, the Canadian senior
Oh, yeah,
motorcyclist.
yeah. Massa, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good
I've
guy.
chatted with him a couple of times. Yeah, he seems like a decent guy. I sure hope they'll come and join us for one of our rides. That would be
That's what I
awesome.
was thinking. You should
Oh, yeah.
contact. They've been putting a lot of posts up. Drink a couple fists a night, but they beat me in Ireland. Yeah, man. Oh, in Ireland, poof, I was down hard in Ireland, man. But yeah, because they're putting together a cross Canada ride right now.
Yeah, I seen that. That's wicked. Wicked cool. Wicked
Yeah,
cool.
you should contact them guys or see if you can get them talking again.
Doors always open, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
I've sent a number of invites out, and that I do. I kind of troll Facebook a little bit as well.
That's what I do. Like in all honesty, yeah.
Yeah, look for people that are like-minded and you think be interested. So you send them off and go, hey, look over here and check this out. Right?
Yeah. I shoot them messages and hey, I'm doing this YouTube, and how do you feel about doing an interview? And are you lucky? And guys like you say, yeah, man, I'll do that.
Yep.
And I've had, I had Alex. Steve mentioned Alex, the tattoo guy from the Ghost Riders. He came. He gave me a good interview, and we didn't even talk much about club stuff or anything. We just talked about tattoos and motorcycles, man.
There you go. Yeah, well, I'm definitely due for another tattoo. My daughter has given me a granddaughter, and I need to get her name on my arm along with my daughter's. So
find Alex. He's in Huntsville, Gravenhurst area.
Well, I'm kind of hoping that I can get one over on the peninsula.
Oh, you got somebody? Yeah, that's true. Advertise, yeah.
Sobel has a number of tattoo guys and girls, and so I'm hoping to get over there, get a hold of somebody. What is that? Sorry,
that was a controversy in the morning's chat this morning. her and this other girl from Australia, unfortunately, ended up getting into a squabble on the chat.
Oops.
It was funny. It went on for a long time, but Tiffany here, she was genuinely upset, and so making light of it's not really funny because she was upset and it showed, right? Well, and then some people will troll you to see how mad they can get you.
No, I agree. There's some people enjoy that throwing a wrench into the work.
If you're talking about a memorial tattoo,
oh, there you go.
So these two guys were in the club and they got shot and killed. So I put their bikes on my chest.
Right on.
Wrong side, right? Oops,
good one.
I always do that. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. I put their bikes on. Man, that hurt up there in the chest. Like, what happened?
I'll bet.
It was a 2-sitting job. It wasn't a single sitting.
Mine. I just wanted. Mine's not a memorial. Mine's my daughter. She's still alive. And it's her birthday today,
yeah.
and
it's her birthday today. Well, happy birthday!
It is her birthday today. Yes, it is, and she sent me a couple of texts now saying that she's enjoying the show. So thank you, dear. Thank you very much for listening to your old man.
Where's she at? My daughter is 24, and she's at Turks Caicos. So
nice.
She just had her first birthday without us in November, and this will be. I think she left just before Christmas. This will be her second Christmas without us. Wow. But I told her she's got to get out there and see the world without Dad being beside her, man.
Well, life's to be lived, right?
Yeah.
Can't stay. Although it would be nice if they stayed with us, but that's not practical at all. No, my daughter just turned 30 something, and she is and she's killing it. She's got her daughter now, and oh my goodness, she's so sweet. I know everybody's grandchild is the best, but
yeah. Right. And so far, like I say, she's 24, and I didn't have her. She was my first kid, legitimate one that anyways, till I was 32, right?
Nice.
So I told her, I said, get out there and do some living, man. Do some living. Right. Her next post is going to be in France for 6 months.
Wow. Good.
Yeah, so she got on with Club Med. So
very good.
So if they like you, they'll take you from resort to resort.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I said, get it. Go have fun, man.
I miss my calling. I think I would have been great at that.
You imagine she's been at Club Med in Turks Caicos now since last December. She came home for 2 weeks and she was like, there's nothing to do here.
I'm pretty sure I would need a new liver by now.
Now, do you get to ride much into the States, you?
I have. I've done a lot of. Like I said, I've been to Sturgis twice. Rode all the way there and back. The first time was a little over 5,000 kilometers. The second time was over 6,000 because we went to Sturgis and then we went out to Devil's Tower in Wyoming. On the way home, we nipped up to St. Paul, Minnesota for a little visit, and then down to Ohio, Marion, Ohio, to visit my niece. So. Yeah, we did kind of a zigzag on the way back to hit everybody that we wanted to see. So it was great. I loved it.
I was going to say, on the way by, did you stop in Milwaukee and go look at the bike factory?
We did go to the museum and that is awesome. If anybody is debating on going to see that, I couldn't recommend that enough. That was
really,
I loved it. I'll go again.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely go again. It's just too cool.
I went to when I was in England, I stayed there for a while. As part of my lifetime with the club in Birmingham. So I think it was the BSA factory. And they've got a museum at the front of that too, right? Right in Birmingham, England, right where they made those things. So that factory's been there since World War I.
Wow, that's
crazy, eh?
Yeah. Very cool.
I went to a place in Portugal for an espresso, and that place has been serving espressos for 150 years.
Jesus, Murphy.
Isn't that crazy?
I want to go to Europe. My wife and I have plans on going. Not sure when that's going to happen, but I want to go to Europe, and because I'm a bit of a history nerd, and I love seeing. When I'm the guy when I drive down the road and I see a historical plaque, I pull over and read it because I have to.
See, Steve grew up in New England. I bet you for sure there's great riding places around anywhere in the States, but New England, I bet you be fantastic.
My wife and I honeymooned at is it Lake George where Americade is, and driving down in through there, that was very pretty, very very pretty. And Sturgis is a blast.
And I always thought Sturgis was deep down south, but it's not, is it?
Oh, God, no.
It's west.
Pretty much almost straight west from southern Ontario. Yeah.
Like Montana or something, those areas? Well, South Dakota, yes, right?
Well, South Dakota.
South Dakota.
Yes.
Where do you live at, Lee? I thought you were in Texas, yeah? Or no, Steve Easy's in Texas. To riding in Ireland, I didn't get to ride a motorcycle in Ireland, Steve. I got to ride a motorcycle around Birmingham in the Midlands of England, but we went to Ireland in a car.
I got to ride a Sportster in Mexico.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That was very cool until we hit
Tennessee.
Until we hit a patch of, I don't know what was on the road, but the two people riding in front of me went down, and I just didn't touch the brake or anything. I put my feet down. We weren't going that fast, thank God. Put my feet down and let it coast up until I bumped up onto the sidewalk, and then I put the brakes on. I don't know what was on the road. It had to be some kind of chemical or something. You couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
But it was slippery as ice. I ran over because one of them was a girl, my buddy's wife.
Yeah.
She went down on her bike, and when she went down, she hit her left hip pretty hard. And I ran over and literally with my boots on slid like the last little bit and helped her get the bike off her leg and get her up.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was on the road, but yeah, I was scared. Guy lets me use his bike in Mexico, and we're like maybe 3 blocks.
Oh my God! It wasn't even a rental; it was a lender.
It was but you're right. So
jeez.
Yeah. Well, I didn't go down anyway, so thank goodness for that. But anyway,
these guys are awesome. That like Steve's in North Carolina.
Yeah.
I've never been through there.
The Tail of the Dragon.
Oh. Okay,
right?
Sure.
There's a lot of twisties in there.
Okay. And then Lee's in Tennessee. What's in Tennessee? No, that's Nashville. Yeah, Nashville's in Tennessee, right? Yeah.
There's a lot of good riding down in through there. I've rode down there a few times. I've rode the Tail of the Dragon 3 times.
Oh yeah.
And it is awesome. But I mean, like I'm on a freaking tank. If I would have been on my 900s, my Super Sport 900, CBF 900, that would have been a whole lot different ride, and I may not be here today, but it's well worth checking out.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
I got to go get that waiver, and I got a sneaky suspicion that they'll be okay with me. I'm 20 years retired, and when I did the leave the club thing, there's a couple ways you can do retirement. You can do stay in contact, keep a little of the clothing, but if they want you, you got to come on a phone call. Well, I didn't want to be that way. I didn't want to be half in, half out, so I did it like a Band-Aid, and I just stopped talking to everybody. Right? It might not have been the way, but at least I'm thinking when I go to get a pardon, or I got my pardon, so when I go get the waiver, they can actually look back into whatever and see that I haven't been sneaking into clubhouses or doing little things, going out at 4 a.m. onto some weird thing, right? So sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right? Absolutely. I seen somebody had it was 319 turns in 11 miles. I think it is what the tail of the dragon is.
My cousin's husband goes on it yearly, but he's like a Ducati guy and a Gixxer guy, right? Yeah. He likes to get down and scrape his pegs. Actually, he goes on that track. There's a track east of Toronto that'll let you go on with your street bikes, eh?
Well, I know what that is. I can't think
of it. Is that Bowmanville?
Yeah, I think it is Bowmanville.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a hoot, but not on my Decker.
Well, no, but did you see those? There's a series of races, and I wanted to go to this year. Like I say, I was struggling along, so I didn't go anywhere except for my house, the store, and the work. That was it, right?
Yeah.
And I had to sell my bike. I had a beautiful Street Glide. It had headers, true dual exhaust, chipped 22-inch front wheel, extra speakers in the fairing thing. It was beautiful. I had to sell it in June. It's either that or the house wouldn't be here no more. And I'm not doing that.
Out to you, bud. Nobody wants to hear that.
No, man. So I gotta hope that that things start to turn around for me this winter. And I'm not the type of guy, if I got nothing to do, I'll sit at home. But I'm out there looking for the next thing, trying to make something happen. It depends on what kind of contracts you can get. Right. I'm in the HVAC field, right? So if they start building in London again, then hook onto a builder and you're good to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sure. You just keep putting the ductwork and the gas and the furnaces in the new houses as they build them.
Well, they're saying that they're trying to get more housing and that there. So surely that there should be something coming.
Well, and again, here's how smart governments are. They cry that we need 1 million homes in 10 years. That's 100,000 homes a year. That's a lot of building, man. Mm-hmm. And then they jack up the interest rates and all the builders stop building.
Yeah.
Because who can afford 10 points on $1 million mortgage? Right. And who can buy a house in Ontario anymore for under $1 million?
Pretty much.
They're few and far between.
Unless, of course, you pick up a fixer-upper like I did. But oh my God.
and there's no way the government can mandate the builders to build less expensive homes.
No, absolutely not.
Because it's capitalism. They get to build whatever there's going to make them the most profit on that piece of land that they paid for.
Sorry to hear that, Steve. Total Road King. That is not good, man.
That's even a bummer.
I hope you're all right.
Yeah, did you get banged up bad, brother? I hope not. The other host guy that I was talking about, Mike, that helped me and a bunch of other guys get this sort of stuff started. He was on a diner in Cali, and a lady T-boned him. Oh. She was drunk, and his one knee, they took it off on his one leg is gone under the knee, man. But he got back out of the hospital and he rode his bike, man.
Yeah,
because you have to.
Lost too many people, and I know too many people that got hurt, and it's never good. Even if you don't know them, it's still you think, oh my God. Right?
Okay. So a lady hit in the parking lot. At least you weren't on it. But that's not a nice ending for your motorcycle, man.
No.
And Steve, I haven't been the same since I sold mine. I've been in a bad mood and F this and screw that. Right. And, I need to get on the bike. I need to clear my head. Uh-huh. That was the last thing I had.
I always say I got to go stretch my legs.
Yeah, and even my mom, when I would ride down there on the bike, she'd be like, trying to hold on to the bike if you can. She says, that's the last time I seen you smile in 15 years. Like, yeah, man. You know what I mean? I need that bike under me.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But we'll see how it goes.
Makes my world go round.
Exactly. Well, I wrote a book. See, I got the banner at the bottom of our screen. If one day that book picks up and, I sell 1,000 copies, there's my bike again, right?
Right.
And I really didn't think selling 1,000 copies would be that big of a stretch. But it is.
It is, yeah. I got you.
Because you're on Amazon in the middle of another million other books, right?
Good point.
And I put the keywords for the search and all that. It doesn't come up. If you type in biker books, my bike doesn't come up.
No.
Yeah, you have to type in the exact title of my book to find my book on Amazon, and then they keep most of the money of the sale because they print it and they ship it.
Well, listen, how about if I get my dear wife to put a link on our website, sending people over your way?
Absolutely. Networking is the name of the game.
Yeah. I will make myself a note here, and we'll see what we can do. I don't do the website.
And I'm not that literate either, but I'm sure I could send you a link to the Amazon spot.
Well,
it's better if people contact me and I send them a copy that I sign and I mail it to them.
Yeah, for sure. We'll send them to you. I don't,
because more of the honey stays in the pot that way.
Right on.
I can buy the printed version, as many as I want. I use a green screen. I shouldn't have, eh?
I was going to say your green screen is doing me no fair. There you go.
Yeah. So if I buy the printed version and they send it to me for, what they send it to me for, and then I sell it and I add the postage, I still make more if I sell it myself.
Right. Absolutely.
Even adding the postage. And of course, I'm not going to say it's $20 and $78 postage. Right. I just say it's $30 and then it'll get to your door if they ever stop being on strike.
And there's that. Oh.
That's a weird one, eh?
No disrespect to anybody, but when we're to believe that they're not trying to hold us hostage.
But they wait till Christmas.
There you go. And I mean, I can't blame them because that's a very good ploy. But don't say that whatever. None of my business.
But I can't buy a couple books off of Wayne for my nephew's kids because he can't get them to me.
Right. And as a result,
I can. It's just they won't get them at Christmas. That's all.
As a result, I didn't send my dear daughter a birthday card because, it wouldn't get there. And nobody on my friends and family list is getting a Christmas card either because, the posties are on strike. So,
hey, Ghost Eagle, thanks for coming, bro. Yeah, Ghost Eagle's got. Yeah, I didn't even notice that one. I don't know if I highlighted it. Yeah, cages move the family, bikes move the soul.
I agree.
He's got a channel too, Ghost Eagle. He does his own stuff too.
Cool. Where's he located?
Where are you, Ghost Eagle? You're in the eastern side of the country, right?
In the States, yeah.
Yeah, he's in the States too.
Right on.
See, I want to. I don't know why. Probably because of that crazy show on Netflix. I want to ride a motorcycle to the Ozarks.
Yeah. Why not?
I've never been down that side. Isn't that kind of on the eastern side of America, kind of halfway down or something?
I believe it's somewhere around the mid or bottom section of the Appalachians. I'm guessing. So I don't have my geography book right here, my North American map in front of me, but.
Yeah, well, my dad used to
deliver everything by Moose in Canada.
Yeah.
Right? We should. It'd probably be more reliable. Did I say that out loud?
And those poor postal workers, because that they've been slashed and cut. They used to be, if you got a job with the post, you were good, right?
Mm-hmm. Not now.
Now they've chopped it into part-time. They've taken away the benefits. They this and they that. And they actually, their wages didn't keep up to inflation. But whose did?
Whose did, right.
Oh, you're on the West Coast, Ghost. Okay.
What's that? Sorry?
Ghost Eagles on the
Oh,
West
oh,
Coast.
he's on
I
the
thought
west,
he was on the East
on
Coast.
the wet coast, right
Well,
on.
yeah, the West Coast, yeah.
You get most of us are in the States. Oh,
yeah. Most of the people on the chat are in the States, absolutely.
well,
Which is funny because
can't say as I blame you.
we
Kind of like the weather down there better.
yeah.
Missouri,
Where's
nice.
this one from? Where's this one? He rode from Boston to
Wow,
California.
that's a ride.
That would be a great ride.
That's a ride. Hats
Missouri,
off.
that's where the Ozarks are.
I just want to drive down the West Coast at least once. Okay? The closest thing we have to that to driving down the Pacific Coast is along by Port Elgin. If you've ever rode up by Port Elgin,
I've been to Port Elgin.
You get off the highway and get right on the coast. It's only a few miles, but it's a really sweet ride, and it very well is reminiscent of the pictures I've seen anyway of driving down the west coast of California.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Pacific Highway, those pictures.
Yeah,
right?
You're right on the lake. Like, I mean, there's nothing in between you and the water. It's real pretty. So you get a chance. I mean, that's not even, it's south of the Lion's Tail, but it's still a pretty spot.
I went up there years ago. My buddy's dad worked at the Bruce at the power plant.
Yeah.
Right?
I lived just up the road from there for a few years. I had a horse farm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be all right. Yeah, he retired out of there, so he did okay, right?
For sure. Yeah, he's not hurting.
And I got talking to this guy in the pipe fitter union, because I'm a gas fitter, so I'm a pipe fitter at the same time.
Yep.
And he said he was going to call me to do that EV battery plant in St. Thomas that they're building, which they probably will at some point. Who knows?
Yep.
It'd be nice to get some of that union money, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And even at my age, he said, you still got 10 years to put into the pension fund. He said, and you can do okay in 10 years.
For sure.
So I said, well, what happens after the EV plant? And he said they've got 40 years of work at the Bruce.
Oh, yeah, easily. No, that's not going anywhere.
Yeah, because they're putting in all those little module reactors now, eh?
Okay.
Well, there's no reason to get rid of. They've already got it up there, and it works, and it powers a lot of our province. There's no reason to get rid of it.
No.
They decommission.
That's not going anywhere.
They decommissioned what? Darlington? The one by Peterborough, I think they decommissioned.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it now, but yeah. Well, listen, it's been lovely talking to you. I don't know what else you want to hear from me about the Lion's Tail, but
no. See,
I sure hope that you will, maybe come on up and join us for one of our endeavors.
I do.
Right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, no. You know what? This winter, I'm just reading the chat there. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all good.
No, like you say, this winter, come hell or high water, we'll figure out a way to get a bike back in that garage. And if I don't, I got a car. I'll come up there and visit you, man.
That's right. Well,
100% I will.
You're everyone's more than welcome to come join in on the fun. It is always a good time, and it's a good cause. So
it is a good cause.
And every dime that is collected goes to the kids on the charity ride itself. So it's nice to be able to fork over a couple. There he's making his debut. Every one of them has been right around a couple grand. I'm hoping to consistently beat that. Maybe it should be around $3 or $4 grand. But I know. Oh, thanks, Steve, man.
Yeah, man.
It is a worthwhile cause. It's near and dear to my heart, and it's a good time. Every one of them has been a lot of fun.
I'll show you this real quick, Barbie.
Where's our panel guest from? Oh, okay.
so he does. Dan does a charity ride up at this place in Ontario on the Bruce Peninsula. Barbie's from Alberta. And it's called the Lion's Tail, and he does a big charity run up there every year, and it's to help with the breakfast programs for kids in their schools, right? Yep.
So, the 5 local schools all benefit.
So I'm sorry you're late, Barbie, but unfortunately we're kind of wrapping it down here. So
thanks, Lee.
It was a good talk. It's
Yeah,
always
for
good.
sure. I would hope maybe we can do this again sometime. I'm all for it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yeah. Like I said, I want to keep the Thursday interviews live going forward as long as I can.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, 100%. Let's get together again. Oh,
You
come on, George.
you do a great job. I like the setup. It's very professional, very
Thank you.
and very laid back. I enjoy that part most of all.
Good. Yeah. That's what I try to stress to everyone. Everyone says I'm a little bit nervous. It's okay because once you and I are talking, there'll be no nerves.
There's nothing to be nervous about, man. We're all in the same boat.
Exactly. Yeah,
Right
yeah.
on.
And I want to thank everybody in the chat for all your questions, man. It means so much to me
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
guys come over and watch these interviews. It really, I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. I really do. And Dan, brother, I thank you for coming on, man. I really do. And I
I'm
thank
very
you for
happy I did.
and I
I'm very
thank you
happy you
for
invited
doing
me.
that charity, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, appreciate that. I do. It's it only one thing better than doing something like this, and that's when people thank you and kind of makes you feel like okay, maybe this is very worthwhile. I think it's worthwhile anyway.
Yeah,
But
100%.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I know 100% what you mean. No, brother, thank you for your time. We
Okay.
ran through an hour and a half. Boom, real
Yeah,
quick.
I didn't even think. There it is.
Yeah,
I didn't even think we were an hour. Oh, good Lord.
wasn't bad, eh?
All righty,
And
man.
again, come on back for an update, and we'll see you as soon as we can. Okay.
Well, anytime, but I mean, when we do again our next ride, official ride, you can go anytime you want. Our official ride is next June 21st, 2025. The route is to be followed up. I will make sure it gets on there soon, and have you guys up and show you a beautiful chunk of the Bruce Peninsula.
No, it is. It's beautiful up there.
All righty.
It is. All right. Thanks again, my man.
Be well. What do you want me to
talk to you
do? I
soon.
don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Nothing. I'm just gonna click end screen,
Okay.
end stream, and we're done. Thank you again, brother.
Thanks for everybody coming on and enjoying the experience. It was beautiful.
Great. I'm glad you liked it, man. Thank you, Dan.
Cheers.
See ya. All right. Thanks everyone for coming on the chat, checking out the Lion's Tale with Dan, man. That was a great interview. So thanks, guys. I'll see you in the morning, unless I'm out working. And if I'm not, I'll see you guys in the morning. But I appreciate it. And like these guys said, Tiffany, you're always good here, man. You're always good here. Come on by anytime. We won't do this. We won't do that drama thing here. Have a good night, guys. Love and respect to everyone. Good night.